We're very excited to share now with you two poems by Dwayne Betts. Unfortunately, Dwayne's not able to be here with us today, but in writing him back and forth a couple weeks ago, I learned for the first time how close he and Marcus were, and I thought it would still be very special to have some of his poems in the room with us to close out this couple of days. And I think, thinking on what Michelle said yesterday of the importance of relationships and connectivity, I think this is a particularly beautiful and poetic moment to have Marcus here reading Dwayne's poem. So thank you, Marcus, and we're also grateful to Dwayne for sending two of his poems.
So I'm not a poet, I'm an entrepreneur, but I love Dwayne dearly, and I definitely, it's such an honor to read his writings. It's so incredible. If you haven't read his first book, A Question of Freedom, that book is about he and I, so I definitely, I'm selling here for a second for Dwayne. Pick that up in your local bookstores, okay. Kindle, Amazon, okay. For bail denied, after Avi. I won't tell you how it ended, and his mother won't either. But beside me, she stood, and some things neither of us could know. And now all is lost. Lost is all in the ruins of what happened after. The kid, and we should call him kid, call him a fucking child, his face smooth and lacking history of razor, without promise of a mustache. He walked into a courtroom a ghost. Let's just call it a cauldron. Amid his nappy hair made him blacker than whatever pistol he held, whatever casket awaited. The prosecutor's bald head was black or brown, but when has brown not been akin to black hair? To abyss, and does it matter, black lives, if all the prosecutor said of black boys was that they kill? The child beside his mother and his mother beside me, and I am no one's father, just a public defender, fiddle-footed here, where the state turns men, women, children into numbers, searching for a phoenix's embers for angels born in the shadows of this breaking. This boy beside me, his wings withering, fool on the brink of life and broken, and it's all possible because one day or night or morning, this woman and a man, the boy does not call daddy, fucked in what would be called a passion anywhere else. Anywhere else, love, and the judge spoke, and the kid kept confessing. I did it. I did it. Jesus. And everyone in the room wanted a flask. No puede traer a mi hijo penetro al mar, and he was too tired to be beautiful. The second poem is What We Know of Horses. Number 1. And when my brother said Swan Road is the world he ignores, boarded vacants, broken windows, this place is shattered glass, he tells me, believe the world is tenement house, a pocket full of stones, a world of ghosts and what's left of ash and smoke after each inhale. I visit now that a prison cell holds his world. Dead men circle every block we know, thread this world with quotes from Psalms. The sorrows of death embrace me. Some trust in chariots and some in horses. They embrace metaphor, disbelieve gravity, breathe in a haunted world. And what of my brother? Running these streets, he was a horse, graceful, destined to be broken. Why admire horses? Number 2. Why compare everything fast and beautiful to horses? My daddy's generation had a saying for men lost in the world. It was true of my uncle, my cousin, men strung out on horse, chasing the dragon, shivering with the memory of that stallion gone postal in their veins, called them lost in place, with cities buried inside them, horses inside them stampeding. My brother put his faith in horse, and there is no map to find him now. He tells me he inhales the funk of men doing life, and he knows he's in hell, that he has dug his grave amongst bricks that embrace him. He, exile, only rusted iron and bricks, bracing his 200 pounds. Number 3. Who amidst this cage embraces him? History is written on the back of a horse, broken by the world. We all in prison now. I stare at this man, my kin ruined by embracing night. Call this place a horse collar. And watch how it cuts into skin, how the leather embraces all of our necks. Even as a visitor behind plate glass, I embrace myself for cuffs. This is not Swan Road. This burden placed on me, these memories of courtrooms and the places where bodies were found. And still, I want to stop and embrace my brother, to hold him close and pause to inhale the scent of prison. To tell him what I smell, what I inhale, is still the body of a man. Number 4. How can a man inhale so much violence and not change? I light my Newport, inhale, think on how his voice has changed. My man, now on a feral horse, wearing kick chains, unable to sleep, always on guard, inhaling the air for prey, as if he's still the predator, as if he can inhale death and keep on living. Death, the elephant in this world. I imagine the other men here, all in a world filled with the casket's undermath. How much grief can you inhale? My brother tells me he prays at night. He wants to leave this place, but we know all his wild hours placed him in this mural of blood. His hunger placed him in C block, cell 21. It suffocates, and nothing replaces time. Number 5. You okay in here? I ask. But he's in a place only he knows. When he walks away, he embraces the king of rage, I fear. A man killed a man near him, placed on a gurney, and rushed down a sidewalk. Dead in a place where no one gives a fuck if you're breathing. To be a horse galloping away is what I want for him. He wants horse trundling through his scarred veins. Prison has taken the place of freedom, even in his dreams. Number 6. And I know this is not a world where none is lonely. And I know he is lost to the world. And I know he believes this. I shut my eyes and all the world is dead. And I know that there is still a strip, a place that he believes in the world. Swan Road, where he can inhale and be free. Sometimes his cuffs are on my wrist, and I embrace the way they cut, as if I am the one domesticated, a broken horse. Yes.
So hello, everyone, and thank you so much for those beautiful words. I think that was indeed the perfect way to close out these past 2 days, which have been so inspiring and emotional, and I think really productive for me, and I hope productive and inspiring for you. I'm Asma Hussein. I'm the editor-in-chief of the Michigan Journal of Race and Law this year, and on behalf of our journal, our executive board, and everyone who's worked to put this together, we wanted to thank you for being here with us. We wanted to thank all of our speakers and moderators and facilitators and the law school for allowing us and encouraging us to put on this event, and all of you for being here in the room with us. But especially I want to thank the 2 people beside me, because it is their vision that has put this all together and their incredible hard work over the last year to make all of this happen and to put it all together into the cohesive whole we've enjoyed for the last 2 days. So Maddie and Claire, we are so honored to have you as our classmates, and we are so excited to see what you guys are going to go out in the world and do. And thank you for being here.
I'm going to keep this really short so that I don't cry, but this was a vision in a restaurant down the street a year ago, and Back then, I don't think we could have imagined how wonderful it would be to have all of you, our speakers, our moderators, and our attendees in a room together today and yesterday. And we're so, so grateful for your insights and your questions and your thoughts. And thank you so much.
About 2 weeks ago, we decided it would be Claire to give closing remarks because she was less likely to cry, and it's all bets are off when it's me. But for the 12th time or so, I just thank you, everyone. This has been incredible.